Hello, guys. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, can you type I can hear you? Wow, we are Femi from Mozambique. Whoa, Mozambique is what country actually? What country is Mozambique? Okay, as you journey, tell me your city. I like to know the city you're joining me from. Okay, tell me your city. I'm live here in New York. I got into New York late last night in the evening, and it's actually beautiful to be in New York. Something about me just like New York. So Southern Africa is when Mozambique is. I have Temi Tape from Lagos. How you doing, guys? Um, Good to see you all, and I really, really want to appreciate every one of you. I want to say a big thank you for coming. Thank you for being part of today's training. We are going to be having a great time by the grace of God. How many of you are ready for me today? If you are ready, can you type I am ready? If you're ready, can you type I am ready? Caller from caller from H Abuja. Okay, Kolo from Abuja. Who else is here? Okay, as many of you as you join, I like to know the city you're joining me from. Muhammad, can you mute yourself? Razak from Abeokuta. How's Abeokuta today? A lot of people don't know this, but I'm from Abeokuta. My parents, my father is from Abeokuta. My mother is from Abeokuta. But me, I often tell people, I think I'm an Hausa man. I was born in the north. And so, technically, I'm an Hausa man. But I'm Igbo by blood. When it comes to my level of entrepreneurship, I have that Igbo part of me. Okay. So who is excited to be here? Who's excited to be here? You do that for me. Okay, so let's get to invite everybody, guys. Let's start inviting our friends, our loved ones. Invite as many people as you know. We have a link for you to join this webinar. Some of you know it. Kindly go and invite your friends, your loved ones to be part of this. We're going to be teaching you a very, very life-changing training today. And I want to start by letting you know that life, is a function of opportunities maximized. Let me repeat myself again. Life is a function of opportunity maximized, right? There are a lot of opportunities in your life. Your ability to have the best is a function of you choosing to maximize it. Let me give you my background. For some of you who don't know me, my name is Stephen Akintayo. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I run global trainings all over the world. I'm live here in New York, Manhattan to be precise. I have a training this evening on real estate. So if you're in New York, you want to send me an email, info@stephenakitayo.com, or send me a DP, as I will be running a live training on building wealth through real estate here in the US. Okay, how you can do that here in the US. We're going to be looking at that. The beauty about investing in real estate in the US is that you don't even need to use your money to do it. Use debt. You use debt to build wealth in the United States. Now, we don't even have those luxury in Nigeria, right? If you want to do property business in Nigeria, it's almost 100% cash down. And these are some of the amazing opportunities that people have here. And I really just don't get it. Okay, I just don't get it why a whole lot of Africans have not tapped into the real estate market. There are, things you can join, that you will just have access to funds just like that, just like that, just like that, and a single digit interest loan. So that's why I'm here. But I run trainings all over the world, how people can be empowered financially, how they can build wealth for themselves. I hate poverty. Why? I was born poor. My mother was a civil servant with PACN. My father was a building contractor, but by the time I was born, he has lost his business. The business had collapsed by the time I was born. So I grew up, meeting a father who hardly goes to work, who doesn't go to work, and is always at home praying and telling us very mythical things. And I grew seeing my mother struggle to feed us, struggle to raise us. I remember, I would never forget how my mother, each time we're resuming school, have to go and borrow money, okay, from her colleagues, many of them junior to her in PACN, to send me to school, right? To borrow money on money law school. And I could see the look in some of them eyes and I understand today. Then I didn't understand, but now I understand. Because we too, we have our own children. This woman, why must you always come borrow money from us? As if we don't have our own children too that we need to take care of. And besides, you are even senior to us. But what do you know? My mother had 5 children, and about 3 of us almost were entering school almost at the same time. Okay, so the pressure was quite much, and she was the main breadwinner for the entire family. It was a lot. So growing up being poor, I remember I read my first business book at the age of 17. How many of you have read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad? If you've done it, type 1. If you've not read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, type 2. Have you read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad? Okay, if you read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, type 1. If you've not read the book, type 2. Powerful book. Please go read that book. I read that book at the age of 17. That was when I read the book. And what the book did for me was that it opened me up to the fact that my wealth is not a function of my education. So prior to this time, I remember my mother, I used to ask her, Mommy, why are we struggling? Our answer was that, look, I've been in PACL for over 20 something years. I didn't have good education. So my juniors who joined PACN later than I do were promoted ahead of me, because me, I didn't have the education that they had. And that was the story my mother used to tell us. And so I was told by her, my son, go to school, get the best education. If you can get a good degree, you'll get a job and you will be rich. They're going to give you a good job, you'll get fast promotion. So at the age of 17, I lay hold on the book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. And I realized that is not really what will make you wealthy. Wow, Berlin is here. By the way, guess what? I'm coming to Berlin in February. Okay, Jaden. So I hope you're ready to host me. Please, as you're joining us, tell me your name, your city. And I would love you to please, your name, your city. And please, share this video and invite other people to be able to watch this video live, because it's going to change somebody's financial story forever. Okay, I promise you. Right? If you can just settle down and listen to what I'm sharing today, it's going to change your life forever. I guarantee that. For those, some of you who are just joining and you're having issues with audio, relax. The audio will soon pop up. It's normal when you join a new webinar. It takes a while for the audio and video to pop up. So take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Relax and listen. Lagos is here. Can we clap for Lagos? Abuja is here. Can we clap for Abuja? Everybody, let's welcome ourselves as we join. So listen to this, my story, because it's similar to your story, I'm very sure. It's similar because one of the major lies that we get is that when you're poor, somehow you get to convince yourself that the reason why you're poor was because your parents did something wrong, or because you are not well educated, or blah 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 blah. And we do not know that those excuses don't hold water. So reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, I realized that it does not matter, okay, my financial, my educational background, I can become wealthy. And that, I started learning the difference between liability and asset. And I was shocked. And before you know, I started buying more books, go for seminars, go for trainings, and my story started changing and started changing. Frankfurt is here. Come and celebrate Frankfurt. From New York, I'm going to Baltimore. From Baltimore, I'm going to Ireland. That's Dublin. From Dublin, I'm going to Paris. From Paris, I'm going to London, and London, Dubai, and Dubai back to Lagos. So, guys, if you're in any of these cities, come and join me. Today is a New York event. Physically, you can come. Renaissance Hotel, Times Square is where I am. We can hang out by 5 p.m. and discuss real estate, right? But today I want to share with you the business that got me here. Because I didn't start with real estate. I started with a business called Bulk SMS. It was a mobile marketing business. And I started 12 years ago. It wasn't easy. It wasn't overnight success. But I kept pushing, and the story kept changing. Today I want to share with you about that business. I don't know if you're interested. Okay, 2015 alone, I did over 100 million naira in that business. 2015 alone. Today, the story is no longer about how much I made, but how much those I mentor have made. I'm going to have joining us. Mohammed Adeleke is my protege, who got to know me 2015 and started this business, but later expanded it beyond just bulk SMS to bill payment and all of that. And he has done over one. Mohammed Adeleke has done over 140 million in 2019 alone. He's turned things around for them. Mohammed, I need you up, okay? And he's turned things around for himself. And one of the things I decided to do is to say, Mohammed, I no longer have time to mentor people in this business, but I will need you to start helping me to mentor people. Things, I'm not going to agree that anybody who has done 100 million deserves to be able to mentor other people. You agree, type one. A protege who has done 100 million for himself. Do you agree he deserves to mentor other people? Mohammed, where are you? I can't see you.
I'm
So
here.
let's
I'm
see the
here.
video now. Click on the video icon. Okay? I don't know if you agree. If you agree, type I agree. That a person who has done 140 million, okay, deserves to mentor other people, isn't it? Aha. So I told myself, you know what? I'm not into real estate heavily. Even the business, I no longer run it. You have got different staff and management and money. But when it comes to business, your success is a function of who is mentoring you. You need somebody to hold you by the hand and put you through. Okay? If nobody is holding you by the hand to put you through, you cannot go far. And it's just how this thing works in business. So I decided to say, Mohammed, come and help me mentor a couple of more people in this business. And let's see how we can be a blessing to more people. And we've been doing that. As we speak, we have helped over 30 people in this business in the last 3 weeks, okay, to become self-empowered, be able to make their money. And I'm talking of people from all over the world, from New York, from Germany, from UK, from Nigeria, from South Africa, all over the world. So this is a business you can do from any part of the world, and you can do well in that. Okay, so I don't know for every reason why this young man isn't coming up. Okay, I don't know why.
Well,
Um,
I'm here, but
I
you need to.
I can't see your picture. Your video is not showing, right? So you need to turn up your video. You can see on the top corner that video icon. Click on it, that webcam. Click on the webcam so that you can pop up. Okay, we see your face, right? So basically, we team up together and say we need him to start mentoring other people, and he has been doing that perfectly well. While I, just supervise what's going on because I no longer have the time to personally mentor people in this area, as I'm very big on real estate and I'm more focused on real estate now. So, how many of you are ready to learn about this business? If you're ready, can you type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready? Okay. If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, talk to me, guys. If you're ready, Can you type I am ready? Come on, I need energy, energy. We have people from Songo, we have people from Ogun State, um, we have people from everywhere. Yes, Malcolm says, each time you speak, I always learn something. I'm glad to know, Malcolm, that you learn. So for me, is I need you guys to know that if you're really serious about building wealth, there are four ways to make money. You're either an employee, okay, there is nothing wrong with that. You either make money as a self-employed, there's nothing wrong with that. The only thing is that you cannot become financially free doing those two things. So you have two more options. You can either also become rich by being a business owner that is automated. In other words, you can travel like me for a month or 2 months, and there's nothing that will go wrong with your business. The business can still run. Okay, that's called a business with a system. The business can do with or without you. Now, if you're not at this level, you need to start finding a way to do this. The second one, particularly if you have a job, that you need to do if you have a job, is investment. So you can look at going to investments or looking for internet businesses that you can do that are automated. Hey, Houston is here. Good to see you from Houston. Silver from Houston, thank you for joining. Abuja is here. Jacob, thank you. So what we are going to be doing today is to show you how you can make money from an automated business. Okay, how you can make money from an automated business called recharge and bill payment. Now, this business model is a powerful business model that we've used. Now, a smart way to get paid each time people buy airtime, people buy data, people recharge their DSTV, GoTV, Star Times. Each time people pay for their PACM bill in Nigeria, this portal will be able to help you make money each time they do that. And the good things about this portal is that you do not need to be in Nigeria to own or operate this portal. It's online and it's all automated. So my protege, Mohammed Adeleke, cracked this system and used QuickTeller, Paga, and the banks, etc., to build to build his own, court in a multi-billion naira industry, actually a multi-trillion naira industry. This is a multi-trillion naira industry. In fact, in Richard card alone, the telcos, MTN alone does over 1 trillion naira every year. Okay, how many of you are interested in just getting a chunk of the one over, 3 trillion naira telecom industry? If you're interested, can you type I'm interested? Now, let me tell you one secret to wealth. Look for an area, a service that people need, right? And take a little portion of that market, and you will be guaranteed to be rich for the rest of your life. What is that thing that people use every day? People will always buy a recharge card every day, anywhere in the world. They buy more minutes everywhere in the world. People will always load their cable anywhere in the world. People also always pay for their electricity anywhere in the world. That will not change, right? People will always buy data anywhere in the world. And your ability to learn how to put together an automated system where you make a cut of that each time people do that services is one of the lasting ways to build wealth. Now, one of the unique things also for this business, I've met several Africans in diaspora telling me, Mr. Stephen, I want to own a business in Nigeria or in Cameroon, or I want to just own a business in Africa, right? Even though I'm here in US or in UK or in Germany. And they've always put pressure on me. I want to own something. And one of the things I've always said to them is that is very much possible. You can own your own business as long as it's an online business and it's automated, and you still be, providing services to people who are at home in Africa. And that's what this gives you opportunity for. Because with what we're teaching you, you'll be able to do that, where you'll be able to provide services in this area. Now, he's made over 140 million last year alone. Now, plus how everyone in the world can own a portal that can generate between 500 to 2 million profit for them. And this business, you don't need more than 2 million naira capital to get started. So again, who is interested in learning about this? So this is Mohammed Adeleke. We'll see trying to hopefully it comes up. Together when we came together to Dubai. He's currently in Dubai on vacation. I had to teach him how to enjoy vacation because some of these young people are just too obsessed about they're just too obsessed about you want to keep making money, keep making money. Meanwhile, you need you need to rest also. In fact, I believe that you can make more money by learning to go on vacation. And I'm going to be teaching that soon. Now, who am I? I'm Stephen Akintayo. I'm the MDC of GTEX Home, GTEX Global. We're a group of company present in the US, UK, Dubai, and in Nigeria. And I started this business with 1,000 naira. We've grown it to other subsidiaries in billions of naira, multi-million dollar corporation today. I've received several awards. The one you're seeing on your screen is Nelson Mandela Leadership Award for Transparency and Integrity by the African Youth Parliament. They give it to one person a year, and I won 2018 edition of that award. And I have several awards, JCI awards. In my lifetime, I've been privileged to meet a lot of great people who have influenced me in one way or the other. And that's former President Olusegun Obasanjo. Somebody, I mean, it's controversial, but you can't take away the fact that that man has been a blessing to us in the world. You also have there, Professor Patu Tomi and Dr. Pebanwo. This was 2016. I was invited by a particular group, but it was a UN side event. Ban Ki-moon too was invited, or he sent a representative. But it was a meeting where I was asked to share on digital jobs because it was majorly Africans that were at the meeting. And I was able to teach about how Africans can begin to look at the internet as a source of getting job, because you have people looking for job. The unemployment rate all over the world is just something else. I mean, it is crazy right now, but particularly in Nigeria and other parts of Africa. So we've been teaching on how I've been teaching all over the world how you can start a digital business or a digital job or get a digital job, so that you don't just sit at home and say there's no job or I'm struggling. You can start making something tangible for yourself. Okay, does this make sense at all? Bamidele Samuel says, all I can see is photo of his achievement. And so, can't you hold on? Are we done with the training? Bamidele, get out of my webinar if you can't be patient to listen to me, right? Do I owe you anything, Bamidele? It's my webinar. I'm free to take my time. If I like, I can use 2 hours to talk about my achievement, okay? Because it's my achievement that made you to be listening to me, Bamidele, right? Nobody wants to listen to a nobody, isn't it? So, I've paid my dues, I've paid in full, and there's nothing wrong talking about that. At least it helps you to know who I am. You probably don't know me. So there's nothing wrong in introducing myself. Is that wrong? It's my webinar, it's my life, it's my training. And I'm sharing with you. If you're too much in a hurry to learn, then you are not the kind of person I need in this training. So you can as well get out. Okay? And I think that would be fantastic. If you're in too much in a hurry to learn, get out of my webinar. Okay, it's not by force. I always say this oftentimes. 2 things are not by force. Friendship is not by force, it's by choice, right? You must understand that in life, if you want to build real credibility, okay, do not force people to be your friend. And don't force yourself to be their friends either. Make your friends by choice. Consciously, intentionally choose those that becomes your friend. That's why I'm also not showing you just anybody picture. There's nobody I see in this picture that is a nobody. They're important people, credible individuals, right? Because friendship is by choice. Show me your friend, I can tell you who you are. Show me your circle, I can predict who you are. Okay, does it make sense at all? Okay, because the only reason you want to listen to me is because of my accomplishment. So this is myself with former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, and of course my spiritual mentor, Bishop David Oyedepo. Again, you can have your disagreement with these people, but they've been a blessing to me. One of these I've always learned, and I've shared this. It is foolishness to be shameful of what is gainful. Can somebody help me type that? it is foolishness to be shameful of what is gainful. Anything, anyone that has added value to your life, you are a fool if you are ashamed of them. Okay? Anybody that has inspired you, people may not like them, people may not appreciate them, but you know these people have, one way or the other, contributed to your success. And it's just one of the major important things I take very serious. Okay, so this is me. I don't know if you can see the 30 million, this 30 million single transaction in this same bulk SMS business. If you can see the 30 million, can you type 30 million? Okay, everybody, come on, type 30 million. If you can see 30 million, type 30 million. Now, this is a single transaction in this bulk SMS business as far back as 2015. Can you also see 2015? It was on my birthday, 28th of January 2015. I'm born on 28th. Okay, so I'm waiting for my gift on 28th of January. Okay, so again, so that we don't have that conversation by the young man that I say I'm only showing my achievement. I'm not showing you this to brag, because someone like that young man will still be one of those who will tell me that I want to teach you how to make money. Where is my own? So I'm not showing this to brag, and I want to emphasize that. I'm just showing you this so that you understand where I'm coming from. So if I'm saying, Yoruba will say, "Toba my dash of if I'm saying I want to teach you how to succeed in a business, right? At least we need to see what I have done also. And I think that is very important. And that's why I'm showing this. Please note, is again, I repeat myself, I'm not showing this to brag. I have passed this level. Google my name. I'm now into real estate. We have assets in billions. 30 million is something we spend sometimes in a week. Sometimes we spend more than that in a week in a construction site of our estate. So we've moved above this. Okay, but why I'm showing you this is just so that you can know where I'm coming from. So if I'm saying I want to help you to build wealth, I want to show you how you can become wealthy in this business, there's evidence to show you. It's not just, oh, the guy just, that's how they cook up. And people who just don't just believe. And that's just how this thing works, right? They will always tell you, where's the proof? That's how they're deceiving people. And let me tell you this, that's the first thing you have to overcome. If you don't see yourself having a single customer sending 30 million to you, it will never happen to you. Okay, can somebody type, I believe this can be me? Come on, somebody type it. That you get to a point in your life, one customer can be sending 30 million to you for a transaction. But note that the way wealth works is that you have to offer value in exchange for cash. You have to be able to provide a service. 30 million doesn't just jump on your life. You must provide a service for people to do business with you. And this business of recharge and bill portal is one of such. But it begins with a mindset. There has to be a mindset, okay, that if you can't see, zoom it now, zoom it closer, bro. The bottom one is a transfer. So zoom it. So you have to be able to see yourself achieving success. Because if you don't, then it won't happen. Everything I've achieved in my life has been a function of my own belief system. I saw myself having it. Yesterday when I got to New York, right? The first thing that I said to myself, I said, Stephen, the time has come to buy your private jet. I believe it, and I mean it with everything. I believe that I will have a private jet very soon. Okay, if not me, who else should have a private jet? Right? Who else? And it begins with your belief. Right, looking at this window, I don't know whether some of you, I'm live here in Manhattan, in New York. Can you see? Right, looking at this, I don't know if you can see the Barclays Bank. Can you see? By the way, we are opening our office in New York this year. Can you see Barclays Bank? I don't know if you can see the Barclays Bank. If you can see, type, I can see the Barclays. Can you see Barclays? This Barclays head office here in Manhattan, New York. If you can see, can you type, I can see. Now, I'm in this hotel and I'm looking at all these big buildings and I'm saying to myself, I will soon own things like this. I will soon own things like this. Begin to understand, like Yoruba will say, whatsoever is too big for you to say will be too big for your hand to handle. right? I got here by seeing myself. Many years ago, let me tell you my story. Nobody in my lineage has ever traveled out. Right? My father was the first who went to Israel, and it was government that sponsored him. Nobody. But I saw myself traveling all over the world. I saw myself training people at the best hotels in the world, five-star hotel. And is it not happening today? You have to start seeing something. Wealth begins with your mind, your imagination, your belief system that it is possible. Can somebody type, "It is possible"? Come on, give me energy, guys. I love training with energy. Can somebody share, "It is possible"? I can do this. I can make it. I can succeed. But it begins with your imagination. It begins with your belief system. It begins with you convincing yourself that you can make great things happen. You have to believe that. Okay? And once you do, it will happen to you. I like those of you watching on Facebook, please share this video. Those of you also watching, share this video. If you share it 20 times, 10 times, share across all social media platforms. Invite people. Now, here's Mohammed Adeleke. He's also been an entrepreneur for about 10 years. So let me warn you, the proof that we have made this much money in this business is not a guarantee that you make it. One of the secrets to wealth in business is patience. It's not overnight, right? Mohammed has been in business for 10 years also, right? He graduated agricultural economics, but see, he's in the IT sector, okay? And so it's not overnight success. This is not a training for overnight success. If you want overnight success, you better get out of this webinar. It's not for you. This is a webinar to teach you legitimate way to build wealth, okay? But it takes process. Can somebody type, "It takes process"? Wealth plus process, okay? Let me put it this way. Vision plus process equals to success. Vision plus process equals to success. Right now, this is Mohammed Adeleke's just single transaction from First Bank alone, and they have more other accounts. But he was able to get us the one for First Bank. I don't know if you can see 79 million. If you can see, sorry, 78 million. If you can see 78 million, can you type, "I can see 78 million" in this same business? And he's one of those I mentor in this business. So how many of you believe that with my mentorship and Mohammed mentorship, you can do this or even better than this? Can you type, "I believe I can do this"? Okay, how many of you, again, let me repeat myself, believe that with my mentorship and that of Mohammed Adeleke, you can do, he did over 140 million last year alone. Okay, and this year he's targeting almost 500 million is his target this year. So with my mentorship and his own mentorship, how many of you believe you can do this? You can do this business. Oh, fantastic. Godwin believes. Martins believe. Okay, who else believe? Olufemi Jato believe. Jaden from Berlin believes that he can do that. David Odion on Facebook says he can do that. This is a hybrid training we're streaming. It's a webinar, but we're still showing you guys on Facebook. Okay, Ibrahim believes. Jacob believes. Dami believes. Everybody believes. Okay, good. Are you ready? How do I make money from this business? Are you ready? If you're ready to learn how to go about this business, can you type, "I'm ready"? Now, let me also say this at this beginning, that this business requires you having a portal, and that portal comes with a cost of less than 2 million. But I'm going to be giving some of you discount, the first 10 people discount to get the portal even at a lesser price. But let's help you understand what the business is about, even before we then tell you the portal and the discount you're going to be getting today if you want the portal. Okay, if you are ready, type, "I'm ready." Okay, Omotola is ready, Godwin is ready, Olusegun is ready, everybody's ready. So let's go. Now, let's do this. This is very, very important that we do. Okay, these are just showing more transactions. So this Mohammed Adeleke, I don't know why he's showing this. Okay, it's my slide, not his own. So what is Recharge and Build business all about? What is this business all about? Okay, and I need you to listen attentively. I need full concentration, no distraction, focus here. as I put you through what this business is about. I'll be out of your face in the next 60 minutes, but you need to listen and concentrate. And when I give you the opportunity to be able to make payment for your home portal today, you better take action immediately. Now, this is similar to the way a mobile recharge guy along your street corner works. He makes sure he is present there when you need a recharge to recharge your phone and get 2 to 4% commission. Last night, I got into New York, right? So I needed to add, for you to see the importance of this, I needed to add, and that's why I love this business, right? I needed to add minutes to my phone. I used like a mobile. And I remember getting to New York, even though it was quite late, I literally was moving around Manhattan to look for where I can get this. I was just going up and down to look for where I could get this. Because once I don't put a plan on my phone, it's not working, And for whatever reason, my card too isn't working. So I only had cash with me. So I kept going from one place to the other. And you won't believe it, until I got this, I didn't go to bed last night. I just kept moving till I got this. So when it comes to having, airtime, it's like life, because your business, whatever you're doing, relies on it to make calls. You visit a city, everything, really, a whole lot of things rely on your ability to be able to make calls. So this business basically is that same way. So you are able, to on your portal have customers buy data from you, right? Buy airtime to load their phone, and you get commission on every transaction that they do. You're also on this portal. So online portal owner provide an alternative to the street corner seller, provide more services, serve unlimited number of people, hence make more commission than the regular recharge card seller on the street. So what do we mean by this? In this business model, you own a portal, a website, as well as a mobile app, where your customer can go to the site and buy airtime, buy data, and there's no limit to the customer, and there's no limit to their location. So anywhere in the world, as long as they need the services of those under your coverage, you can provide that service for them. Now, good news is that we are still working on adding other countries to this. Okay, and that will come up very soon. So, but how does this work in a nutshell? Step one, how does this work? Your customer visit your website and create an account. Step two, they add money into the wallet, okay, by payment gateway using their credit or debit card or bank transfer. So they add money to their wallet. Once they've added money to their wallet on your website, through your website, that's how they add money. Step three, they can then buy airtime. They can then on your website buy data. Your customer on your website can pay for their TV subscription like GoTV, DSTV, StarTimes, and others. Your customer can also pay for PACN bills. So their electric bill, no matter the part of the world they belong. Now, as they keep doing this, what happens to you? You get a commission. I don't know if you like this business. If you like this business, type, I like this business. Come on, guys, talk to me. I need energy. I need energy, guys. If you like this business, can you type, I love this business? Guys, talk to me. Can you type, I love this business? Okay, I love this business. If you like this business, can you type, I love this business? I love this business. Beautiful. Beautiful. I can see more people saying they love this business. They want this business. Oh, Ololade says, Mio, I like it. I'm ready to go. Let's roll. Let's do this. Aha. Now, do you now know what is unique about this business? You do not need to be in Nigeria to do it. That's what I love about it. As we speak, Mohammed Adeleke is in Dubai and his business is not affected, right? I'm even in New York, my business is not affected. So this is not a business that you necessarily must be in Nigeria to be able to own and run. Okay, that's one of the beautiful things about this. Now, let's share with you, how do you make your own money, how do you make money from your clients in this business? There are three major ways that you make money by providing these services. Three major ways. Number one way you make money, you will earn profit per transaction done by your customers based on the rates that you set. Per second earning is what we call this business. Can somebody type per second earning? Let me share a story with you. When I started this business, there was a time the pressure started coming. I had over 5,000 customers. So they are calling me today. This one is saying, they paid to the bank. We have not credited them. There was just too much pressure. And it was a one-man business then. And I had not automated it. Okay. And then I remember meeting my brother and saying, I want to give up on this business. I'm tired. There are too many customers calling me, one issue or the other, And I remember my brother said to me, he said, I want to ask you a question, Stephen. All the richest people in the world, how do they make money? Per month or per second? I said per second. He said, any business that guarantee helping you make money on a consistent basis, no matter how small the profit is a business you must never give up on. My brother said to me, he said, find a way to automate this business. He said, but giving up on it is not an option. He said, because all the richest people in the world, they don't make money monthly. How many of you make money monthly here? Can you type one? If you are on salary, you only make money monthly because you're a salary earner. Can you type one? Okay. Olufemi makes money monthly. Okay. Martins, Richard, Michael, Deji, and so on. Now, this is your opportunity to reverse that. Because as long as the only way you make money is only monthly, something is wrong. You cannot build lasting wealth. You can't build the kind of wealth you hand over to children by doing this. Mohammed, if you can hear me, can you send another reminder mail, please, to the participant? Can you do that, ASAP? Now, as long as your only source of income, okay, is monthly, you only make money monthly, you cannot build sustainable income. You can't be financially free. So all the rich people in the world, they make money per second. So the first thing is that every second somebody goes on your website, buy airtime, buy data, load their DSTV, you are making money. Can you type, I love this? Come on, guys, talk to me. I need the energy. Can you type, I love this if you love this? Number two way to make money in this business. Okay, vendors, are also able to set up their accounts under you. So you can have vendors who will set up their accounts under you, and you can charge them between 10,000 to 50,000 every month for them being able to use your account as a vendor. Who are vendors? Vendors are resellers under your platform. So these people are also able to do the same thing. The only thing is that they don't have a website. Okay, and the good news is that any transaction they do, any customer they service, you will still make money. You don't understand. So not only do you make money from your direct customer, you make money from your own indirect customers that were brought to you by your vendors, and you still charge the vendor to set them up. So for anybody to become a vendor under you, they have to pay you. I have one of my mentee, Chinyere Helen Joku. Her website just got ready. Do you know that before the site even got ready, she had gotten 7 people who were willing to pay 100,000 as vendors under her? Okay, Chinyere, if you are here, can you type that's true? If you are watching me, Chinyere, she's on Facebook. Can you type that's true? In other words, our website was not even ready. She already had, okay, more than 7 people who sent her a mail and said, want to be a vendor under you, want to be a vendor under you. So if Chinyere is charging them 100,000, she has already made 700,000 ASAP, even before our own portal is ready. Meanwhile, every transaction those people still do, she will still make money on it. This is cool. Come on, can you type cool legal money? I need somebody to type cool legal money. Because this is the kind of money me I like. As long as there's a legitimate way to make money, me, I'm ready to do it. I don't know about you guys, but me, that's my rule. As long as the business is legitimate I will do it. And I'll put everything. That's, I don't know if you can see, that's Chinyere telling you that's true. And some of you want to become vendors can still go under her. She's somebody I know personally, and I trust her that she will treat you well, right? So she had already started getting people saying they want that. The third way to make money in this business is portal setup. So the same way we are setting your own portal up, you can also, because you will meet friends who will say, my friend, me too, I want to have my own portal. Or some of your vendors later will get to a point they want to own their own portal. There's nothing wrong. Do it for them, right? What do? You charge them what? 2 million, right? You bring us 1 million, we will do the whole, building for them. You keep 1 million naira as your profit, okay? Because the setup fee officially is about 1 million naira to set this up. So you can charge them 2 million. I mean, it's about 2 million naira. You can charge them the same 2 million. Give us 1 million or even less. Since you are one of our portal guys, we may even take it for less. And you keep profit. So again, if you only do 2 people, you set up 2 portals. Every month, that's another 2 million coming your way. How many of you can see the money in this business? So let me break it down for you so that you get it very well. Let's look at the number 1, transaction. Transactional income. Okay? So Mohammed has over 15,000 clients under him. But let's say you just started, you don't have too many people. You only have 2,000 people under you who are buying airtime, loading their DSTV. Now, let's say they do an average transaction of 10,000 naira. That include loading their cable, include buying data, include buying recharge card. How many of you can say how much? 2,000 times 10,000 naira. That is, ladies and gentlemen, 20 million on a monthly basis. Multiply that by 12. Potentially, you will have done 240 million by the end of this year. Okay? Now, let's say your profit margin in this business is just 10%. How much is that? Can somebody do the math? Okay? How much is that? That's your profit. How much is your profit? Ladies and gentlemen, 24 million naira. Now, if you earn 24 million naira profit in a year, you don't do you or you don't do you. Come on, talk to me. You do you or you don't do you. Don't be greedy. You do you or you don't do you. Eh? Don't be greedy. Okay? I think 24 million naira, except you are Stephen Akintayo. Okay, who, of course, I travel all over the world, and the cost of those things are a lot more. And I even need a private jet right now. But an average person is good enough. And that's just from the transactional commission, from all transaction that goes on. So let's now look at the one from vendors. Let's say every month you're able to get 10 vendors. 10 vendors every month to pay you 50,000 naira. 10 vendors every month to pay you 50,000 naira. Okay? That is 500,000 multiplied by 12. That's another 6 million naira. And the vendor money is 100% profit. It doesn't cost you anything to have vendors under you. 100% profit. So, averagely, again, these are just for illustration. You can do more, you can do less. There's no guarantees. The way you push your business, you will land. Okay? Please let me put that disclaimer here. Okay, so that's another 6 million potential income from just vendor sign up only. And you know that, like I told you, Chinyere's site it was not even ready. She already had more than 7 people. So I know some people we enroll 100 vendors in a month, and they will do more than this. Then the third one is the one of portal setup. So let's say every month you're able to get 2 more people who can afford 2 million to set up their own portal. And let's even say we collected 1 million to help you do it, because we are programmers who are paid to do this job, to set it up. Your own is just to give the customer it. We do all the back end work for you. So you have, that's 4 million. Okay, that's 2 million every month. 2 million from just helping people set up their portal. Multiply. Okay, let's multiply that 2 million. Okay, multiply by 12. That's how much? That's another 24 million. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a business that you can start making from 1 million to 10 million to 5 million to 2 million. You determine your income. And that's the beautiful thing with running a business. Your destiny is in your hands. At least you know that you determine your pay. You can influence what comes your way. So let me do some detailed breakdown of how this works. How many of you want the breakdown? Can you tell me? Break it down. Break it down. Come on, talk to me. Energy. Oh. I love energy. I'm the one running training. I can't have more energy than you guys. I'm the one talking all this while. Your own is just to type. Okay? There's no way I should have more energy than you guys. Come on. I need energy. Can you type? Break it down. Break it down for me. Break it down for me. Now, let me ask you a question before I do this breakdown. How many of you are ready to pay for your portal right now? If you are ready, can you type I'm ready? Now, pay not it's not free. I've told you the portal cost, at least 2 million. Now, from what I have done for you, how many of you think the portal is worth 2 million? Type it is worth it if you think it's worth it. If you think it's not worth it, type it's not worth it. Now, a business, based on the breakdown that I've given you, that puts you in a position to be able to make those kind of money, is it worth 2 million? To set up that kind of website and mobile app that will help you do all this. Is it worth it? If it's worth it, can you type it is worth it? Now, the good news, and I said this, we have over 100 people watching here, is that I will give you discount today on this 2 million. So you don't need to pay 2 million to set it up today. You won't even need to pay 1 million to set it up today. Toby says, this is worth more than 2 million because I call it the money machine. With having this portal in your hand, it's like you just have a money generation machine, right? Somebody says, how do I market it? Good news. One of the beautiful things is that we have template training on how to do your paid adverts on Instagram, on Facebook to be able to get customers. That's part of why I say you don't need to be in Nigeria to run this business. Right? Okay, most of our customers now that we set this platform up, they are not in Nigeria. And some of them have started making money. Okay, and that's the beauty of internet business. You can be anywhere in the world, service anybody in the world, collect your money. And that's the beauty. So it doesn't matter. You're in Germany, you're in Berlin, you can start this business and start making money. So how many of you want your portal today? You want it now? Okay, because what I always do, some of you have watched me before, we know. When you are setting up your portal immediately, that I can confirm your payment as we speak, I always give you discount. But for some of you who will call us later, you have to pay the 2 million. That's the price of the portal. But for those of you, while we are here, you have taken your token. As soon as I give you the details, you make your payment immediately. We will set you up in the next 2 to 4 weeks. Then yeah, fine. But we don't do refund. Please note that we don't do refund on portal setup. You see people, and that's why I tell people, I say, look, many of us just wish to be rich. We are not really determined to be rich. Okay? What are some of the excuses I hear? Oh, my mother-in-law, cousin, father just died. The money I'm supposed to use to do business, I've used it to go and bury someone. It's annoying how somebody will tell me 2 million is too much to invest in the business, but yet they will go and do burial and spend 5 million. Some people will tell you 2 million is too much to do to start a business. They don't have 2 million to start a business, but they just did a wedding where they spent 5 million. My wedding went up to 20. See our life today. I remember telling my wife, I said, we are not doing elaborate wedding. I said, it is the marriage that matters, not the wedding. This is what we turn our life to become after this wedding that matters, not the wedding. Wedding people come and eat our food. At the end of the day, they will still say we didn't try. And guess what? I didn't ask anybody to buy Ashoebi. That's why today, you cannot force me to buy your Ashoebi. Ashoebi that I will buy once, I can't use it again. And people keep wasting money. If you check some people's wardrobe, the money enough to build 7-story building is in that wardrobe. Africans are wasteful. If we start putting the money we spend on party in businesses, we will be rich than this. It's when they now say a business will cost you this, you now start hearing stories. You will hear all manner of stories. How did they expect me to get this kind of money? And where did they expect? When you were burying your great grandfather, you didn't say where did they expect you to get 5 million to bury your father. And when you buried your father, did that become an asset? Is that an asset? Burying your father or your cousin, your in-law, is that an asset? My biological father, I'm building him a house now. I've told him, Baba, you die, there is no elaborate burial. It is now that you are alive, chop my money now. And it's true. Now that you are alive,
It's not like you will die and not be doing 1 year burial somewhere that is not adding value to anybody's life. And that's one of the major mistakes we do in Africa. We are too wasteful. You hear people say, I don't have money to start business, but they have money to go and to go to their village and show that they have arrived. They have all the money. Some of you in diaspora, you do that a lot. You go home and you show them. Later you said Nigerians are wicked, Africans are wicked. When you came back from the village, you started feeling sick. They've done something to you. When people are enjoying their life, they didn't know they were poor. You now came from America, start spraying dollar. You came from UK, start spraying dollar or spraying pounds to show us, to prepare us. You later not say that something, but you were the one that did it. Okay. So let me do the breakdown. Are you ready for the breakdown? If you're ready for the breakdown, can you type, I'm ready for the breakdown? Okay, I'm ready for the breakdown. So again, this business has 7 revenue models. And I want to break them down for you. Number 1 revenue model is that you will earn anytime people buy MTN, Glo, 9Mobile, and Airtel recharge card on your website. You will be getting 7.5% to 8% anytime they buy Glo, 5.5 to 6% anytime they recharge 9Mobile, 5% on Airtel, and 4.5% to 5% on MTN. That is the profit you make on every single transaction that happens on your website. And like I told you, we'll teach you how to do the advert to get customers on your website. Number 2, right? You make money anytime people buy SME data. So there are a lot of people who buy what we call SME data. The goal of it is to resell it, okay? And it's cheaper. And that's why people buy it. So on between Airtel and MTN, you earn as much, you get as much as 20% discount on those recharge, those data. So you can earn as much as 15 to 20% profit anytime people are doing SME data on your website. I don't know if you think this makes sense. If it makes sense, can you type it makes sense? So every time people do SME data on your portal, you make as much as between what? Between 15% to 20%, right? Now you also have TV bill payment. So people can, renew their subscription on GoTVs, DSTV, StarTimes, and several other ones. You make money each time they do that on your portal. Another way you make money, that's number 5 way you make money. You make money anytime people pay for their PACN. Okay, no, in any part of Nigeria, you will make money because you get a portion of the money they pay to renew their monthly electricity bill in Nigeria. Okay, and like I said to you, you don't need to be in Nigeria to own the business and to run the business. Number 6 way you make money on this portal is that this portal allows your customer to be able to send bulk SMS and you still make money. Even to do not disturb number, they can still get SMS to them, send SMS to those numbers. And you make money, you make profit. Anytime they send SMS. I'm muting your audio, Muhammad. All I need is your picture. Right? I'm muting your audio. I just need your picture. If I see your video come up, that's all I need. I will then unmute your audio. So I need to see your image. Your image doesn't show. Please put on download a VPN. I told you that Dubai, there's a lot of the apps misbehave in Dubai when you don't have a VPN, because Dubai regulates a whole lot of apps and softwares. So download a VPN on your laptop, and I'm sure, and reconnect again, and I'm sure that you'll be able to pop up. Okay, so you make money from bulk SMS that is being done on your portal. And that way, the number 7 way you make money in this business is that voice SMS. Now, in this bulk SMS alone, I made over 100 million in 2015 alone. Let me show you the transaction. A single transaction on this bulk SMS, 30 million. Can you see the 30 million? If you can see the 30 million, type, I can see the 30 million. This is on just SMS alone. That is how much I made from SMS alone. I'm showing you this for you to have an idea, because this portal allows you to make money in these 7 ways. So if they do SMS, you make money. They do voice message, you make money. If they buy recharge card, you make money. They load data, you make money. They renew electricity bill, you make money. They renew DSTV bill, you make money. So on just one, I did over, right, 100 million in 2015 alone. And that's a single customer paying 30 million on 28th January 2015. So if as at 28th January, you see 30 million, what happened by December 2015? I cannot show you everything. For security concerns. Okay, is this making sense? Come on, type it makes sense. If this is making sense to you. Can you type it makes sense? If this is making sense to you, type it makes sense. Now, this is my protege. He has done over 140 million last year alone. Mohammed Adeleke. This is his bank statement on just one of his company's corporate account. Can you see the 78 million too there? So again, like I said, we're not bragging. We're just showing you evidence so that you know that what we are teaching you work. This is not stories. This is not theories. If it works for me, it can work for you. Do you agree? If you agree, type I agree. If you work for Mohammed, it can work for you. Now, the question I have for you is this. Do I have 2 heads? Can somebody answer me? Okay? Do I have 2 heads? Yes or no? Does Mohammed have 2 heads? Now, this is the approach you must have when it comes to business. When I showed you earlier, this particular building, that one day our company will have buildings like this. Okay? What is the lesson there? Those who started Barclays, do they have 2 heads? Answer me. Do they have 2 heads? Those who own this building, Rockefeller Center, do they have 2 heads? All these big buildings, do they have 2 heads? I need answer. If they don't have 2 heads, that is their attitude to success. You tell yourself, if the people who are doing well don't have 2 heads, I will make it. Me too, I must do this. And that's the attitude, right? The reason why people fail is that they permit themselves to fail. They convince themselves that there's no big deal. Instead of telling themselves, the people who are successful don't have 2 heads. Oh, Lori Meji now. Like, somebody said, Dangote or Lori Meji. Right? I mean, if these people do it, I can do it. If these people are making money, I can make money. Right? If people are successful, I can. If Akintayo grow this business to hundreds of millions, I can. If Mohammed is able to do this, I can. Is this making sense at all? So, who is ready for their own portal setup? Are you ready? If you are ready for us to help you set up your portal today, type I'm ready. However, I need to announce, each time we cannot take more than 10 because we have a limited number of programmers who are working with us. So anytime we're on a webinar like this, we cannot set up for more than 10 people. I know we are more than 100 watching this. I understand that everybody wants it. But I'm sorry, we can't do more than 10. Okay, so each time you see us come do webinar, is because we have opening to be able to design 10 new portals. Okay, we cannot do more than 10. So it has to be based on first come, first serve. Now, anybody else who is like number 11, you have to give us a longer time. Take us between 2 to 4 weeks to help you build your own portal. Okay, but you have to give us time if you are not up to the first 10. Also, there are certain discounts we're given, okay, which can also not go for more than the 10 people. It's the first 10 people to pay who will get the discount and get some bonuses we're given. Some people contacted us later, even though they had to pay higher, we still didn't give them the bonus. Okay, so it's only those who pay while we're here. As we are doing this webinar, you're able to make your payment. I will confirm it. You are the one that this can happen to. So what are you getting? Okay, number one, you will be getting as a portal. that can do all the above we have stated before when you decide to make payment today. Okay, and the portal goes for 2 million naira, but we'll be giving discount for the first 10 people. But let me tell you what those 10 people will get access to. Number one, they will get access to coaching and mentorship worth 800,000 for the next 6 months. This coaching and mentorship is actually 1.7 million, but we are doing discount to allow people pay just 800,000. But the first 10 people will be getting the coaching for free. You won't pay for it. Number two, you will be getting high converting marketing templates and proposal for corporate organizations, supermarkets, restaurants, so that they can become your vendors. Because all these people, anywhere people come, places people come to eat, people come to do anything, you can encourage those people to become your vendors. Send a proposal to their email or use DHL. You can, even while you're here, you can send DHL to their office. Once they agree, you can immediately set them up. Okay, I'm not think this makes sense at all. So these are a lot of the amazing opportunities that you can leverage on. Okay, how this work. I'm going to show you a sample of the portal. Don't worry. Also, number three. Now this proposal alone is 300,000. Now, number three, you get access to mobile app. It's an Android mobile app. We currently now charge 300,000 to help you design that, but you also get that for free if you are one of those who is successful to get to pay today. You get the portal free of charge today. What else are you getting access to? Customer center number setup, worth 200,000. Facebook, Instagram, Google, and WhatsApp calls, worth 200,000. How do you do advert on Google, even when you are not in Nigeria, even when you are not in UK, and you can target people in Nigeria? As I am now, I'm running a promo for a particular product, even from here in New York, targeting people in Nigeria, and they are paying for it. Okay, how do you do that? Now, number six, WhatsApp Sender Pro. This is a software that can help you send bulk message to people on WhatsApp at a go. Worth 40,000, you get that software. You also get a software to design website. So, like a templated website design is 30,000 for that. Then you have also software download for contacts and all that. So there's so much that you're getting as bonus. If you are among the first 10 people, we will set this up for. Again, who is ready? When you put all this together, it's giving you a total of about 3.9 million, right? But for those of you who are making payment today, you will be able to pay just 1.2 million to have us set you up if you're paying today. And that's for the first 20 people. But for the first 10 people to pay right now, you can pay just 600,000 naira. Okay, the first 10 people can pay just 600,000 naira. Now, this is the process of payment. Step one, you transfer the 600,000 naira. Right now, I confirm your payment while I'm here. Okay, to, of course, the Vector company 0241217523. It's a GT Bank account. Step two, you send the evidence of payment to your name, your email, your WhatsApp number to richardbees@stephenakintayo.com. Again, richardbees@stephenakintayo.com. You can do a follow-up on WhatsApp on 09061104000. Again, 09061104000. Okay, I didn't say 500,000. I said the amount is 1.2 million naira if you're paying for the portal now. But the first 10 people that I confirmed their payment right now, I'm able to confirm your transfer. You can pay 600,000, but I must confirm your transfer right now. Now, let me show you how it looks like. Again, this is I can see you, Mohammed. I'll bring you up shortly. Now, this is again the account detail. Mohammed, can you hear me post the account detail for others? You make a deposit. It's 1 point. Now, let me warn you guys, and this is very important. After we shut down this webinar, do not call the numbers claiming you still want to pay 600,000. It doesn't work that way. This is a business and you need to treat it as such, right? Value is value. Okay? We are giving you a portal that we have made money from. What is the evidence? This is Mohammed Adeleke. You can see his face, right? This is what he has made. Can you see? 78 million on one bank alone. You can show you other banks, right? You know, and these are realities here. Me alone, I've done over 100 million in as far back as 2015. Again, I no longer share any amount I've made in business, after this period. I no longer share for security reasons. So this is worth more than 2 million. We all know that. And so the price is 1.2 million. That's the price. But the first 10 people to pay today can pay 600,000. Right now, they pay while I'm here. Once we shut down this webinar and you are paying, I'm sorry, you have to pay the normal amount of 1.2 million. I've just confirmed Robinson Jaden Chine. Let me write your name down. 600,000 confirmed. Okay. Robinson confirmed. So I've confirmed, Robinson, your payment of 600,000 is confirmed. So that's number one. Let's note number one. Mohammed, kindly note number one, please. Now let me show you how the portal looks like. For some of you who are saying that you want to see it. So it's basically your own. Temitope say, how much is it? It is 1.2 million. That is the price. But the first 10 to pay right now today can pay just. Mohammed, which one? You are not in US now. Which one they put on raincoat? Is it cold in Dubai now? I know it rained before I left, but is it that cold? Are you kidding me? Okay. So it's 600,000 for the first 10 to pay. After we're through with this webinar, it's 1.6 million that you will have. 1.2 million you have to pay. For the first 10 to pay while we're at this webinar, you can pay just 600,000. So let me show you how the portal looks like. Let me put on Mohammed's audio before I show you how it looks like. Mohammed, how are you? How are you today? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, Mohammed, how are you? Mohammed, can you hear me? Hello? Mohammed, can you hear me?
I'm fine, sir.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm fine.
Beautiful. So, guys, can you see? This is an example of how your website will look like. You can pick any.
I'm fine, sir.
Okay, beautiful. Don't worry. You can pick any domain you want, and it's part of it is free. You don't pay for domain.
I'm fine.
Hosting is also free for 1 year. Your hosting is also.
Yes, I'm fine, sir.
Your hosting is also free for 1 year, and so you can see how this is how your website will look like. So you can make any payments, any transactions. So once what they do is that your customer will just go and register on this site, right? They go register, they create their account, then after they've created their account, they then automatically. So like I told you, this is an automated business you can do from anywhere in the world. You don't need to be in Nigeria to do this. We're also giving you a mobile app so they can download your mobile app on Android, and they can see your services. Once they log in, they load their wallet. They do the transaction automatically. They don't need to involve you. They don't need to call you. They don't need to do anything to be able to do their transaction. So it's an automated business. It's a life-changing business that honestly, let me tell you the truth under God. I will not be here if I had not gone into this business. Now, I understand that a lot of us want big things, right? Many of us, want to go into business, we want to start big and all those things. But the reality is that what sustained me, okay, at the beginning was my ability to have this kind of business. That's what sustained me. I call it the a daily income business. You need something to fuel, your, your what you do. Okay, if nothing is fueling you, a lot of you we are waiting for contract of 1 billion. Something has to fuel your car now. You need a daily income business that every day something is coming in, no matter how small. So two more people, two more confirmation. Adesanya, your payment has been confirmed. Adesanya is number 3. So can you help me write it down, Mohammed? Adesanya number 3. Adesanya number 3 is confirmed. I also have Olugbenga Abayomi Babatunde number 3. Olugbenga Abayomi Babatunde. Olugbenga Abayomi Babatunde is number 2. Okay. Olugbenga Abayomi Babatunde number 2. Number 3. So 3 payments have been confirmed. Please, like I said, we only have opening for just the first 10 people to pay. So, Mohammed, how are you today? Okay, how are you today? I think there is time lag between me and him. It takes a while before he's able to hear what I'm saying. But how are you doing today, Mohammed? Okay, hello, Mohammed, can you
I'm
hear
fine,
me?
sir.
Okay, beautiful.
I'm
Mohammed,
fine.
the way you are dressed, you fear they catch me. So is it that cold? Huh? Is it that cold? It is well. Benga
I'm fine,
Babatunde,
sir.
your payment has been confirmed. Benga Babatunde, your payment has been confirmed. So,
Hello,
one,
sir.
just share with us how
Yes, sir.
this is what I will advise you to do. Use your, if there's echo. You can't be hearing me from 2 places. So, what you can do is to either be listening to me via Facebook and reply me, um, or I don't know, but you have to do something. Can you just share with us briefly some of your road to success? How did it go? Because it's important a lot of time when I teach people about building wealth, how they need to know that it's not overnight, it's not by luck, right? But it is sure. One of the things I share with people about success, it is not overnight, it is not by luck, it's not what we do with it. Face around, face around, whatever people say. Right? What will be has to be, an object remain on a state of rest until a force is applied. You have to do something if you want your life to change. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. You want a change of story, do something. Okay, take action and take a step. Stop, wishing. Okay, and because if wishes are horses, even beggars will be able to what to rhyme. I remember one day I had a training and a young man said he wanted to attend, and I told him the cost. Do you know the first thing the young man said to me? He said, "Why will you charge me that much? What you learn for free?" And I busted into laughter and told him I didn't learn it for free. Okay, I didn't become successful by luck. I remember being a student in Olabisi Onabanjo University. Instead of spending um, Yinka Adebayo, what name did you use to make your payment? You should be my number 4 person. Tell me the name that you used to do your payment. Guys, once it's 10 people, we are over for the day. So if you want to make payment, you better do it right now. It is 600,000 for the portal. If you are paying while we're live here, once we're done, it's 1.2 million you have to pay. And please, there's no chatting me on WhatsApp or disturbing me on Facebook. I think some people try it more. I don't attend to that. Okay, it's a value we're offering you, right? Value deserves value. The portal in itself is worth 5 million if they give it to you. That's the truth. As long as you do what it takes, the kind of money you can start making from day one is a lot. And there's mentorship support for another 6 months. And I tell people the mentorship is even the game changer because with proper mentorship, it's hard for you to fail, except you yourself have decided you won't make it. Okay, it's hard to fail when there's proper mentorship, except you chose not to do what your mentor is asking you to do. Okay, and that is the truth. Um, Adegoke Oluyinka, you sent 500,000. It's 600,000. Please, Adegoke Adeyinka, your payment is not honored, right? So you are not number 4. It's 600,000. That is the payment. If you are paying while I confirm here, like I told you, the fee is 1.2 million. I've shared that with you already, right? But for the first 10 who pay can pay 600,000. This is the fee for us to set the portal up. And I said anybody starting us up, once I'm done with this webinar, you have to pay, okay, the 1.2 million. The price is 1.2 million. The first 10 to pay now can pay 600,000. That's how it works. So, but I want to go ahead with what I was saying earlier because I think it's very important to have that conversation. Success is not by luck. Success is intentional. Everybody who made it had to pay their price. Okay, I was not lucky. Maybe I'm lucky. I was not lucky, right? Everything you need to do require action. You have to be intentional. Let me say this: you can fall off a ladder by accident, but you don't climb one by accident. You want to be successful? Do what successful people are doing. If they run their own businesses, own a business. If they're investing their money, invest your money, right? Imagine, for example, somebody would tell you, I remember saying this to somebody. I said, if you cannot afford 1 million naira to start a business, you need to check your character. And I meant it. You need to check your character. If you cannot afford 1.5 million to start a business or 1 million to start a business, check your character. Because maybe you have lived a selfish life that nobody was willing to support you. Because you yourself, it's always been me. My parents were not rich, but I remember I used to go to, people's houses, neighbors. I want to wash their cars. I want to help them with one thing or the other. The day I was to start my business as a student, I remember making a list of 20 people. I look at their financial capacity. For one, I asked them to loan me 1,000 naira each. No, to dash me 1,000 naira to support my business with 1,000 naira. Another set of people, I told them to support me with 500 naira. I will never forget that story. And guess what? 10 people ignored me. The remaining 10 attended to me. And I raised my fund because all I was trying to raise then, I think, was 10,000 naira. And I was able to raise my 10,000 naira in a matter of 1 week. But the reason why some of those people supported me was, Stephen Fetch a business. No, I must support that young man. He's a good boy. Till today, it happens. I remember when we launched one of our estates, okay, and we started the pre-launch. We had not even launched it. We said people should buy before we launch, that we needed money to perfect some things. and so people should invest before launching. They've not seen the estate, right? We are already raised 100 million. They have not seen the estate. And that's my point about success. Why I remember one of them sent the money, he paid for 2 plots. He said, I'm sending this money with gladness of heart. He said, first of all, I know you're a man, you're a good man, and you have integrity. He said, but not just that. I am happy to be spending money with you. You're a good person. Your life is about adding value to people. I see what you do. I see orphans that you send to school. I see children that you pay their school fees. I see how you risk your life to go to IDPs in Maiduguri to help people. You're a man that you have money, you help the downtrodden in the society. He said, this is a good place to spend money. That's what the guy said to me. So when because business is done with what we call OPM and OPT, other people's money and other people's time. The only reason why people will not give you their money and their time is when you don't have what we call social capital. And social capital is basically a good name. That's another word for it. That's why our parents in those days used to say, a good name is better than silver and gold. Today now, we have all thrown good name out of the window. It's money everybody's looking for. And that's why people don't get it. Those who chase money don't catch it. Because money moves in the direction of value. Money moves in the direction of products and services. You have to offer service now. You have to offer value. You have to offer something. And it's unfortunate that sometimes some of us get opportunity to offer value and we throw it away and we start second guessing. Let me tell you the definition of poor. P-O-O-R. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. Show me a poor man in their 50s, in their 40s, and I will show you a man that has been passing over opportunities repeatedly. Even from their story, you hear things like that. And I didn't know. I was just afraid, though. I didn't know it would work, oh. But I was just afraid. You can't blame me. We will blame you. Life is about risk. Today, I travel all over the world and I train all over the world. But do you know that my first training, nobody invited me. I used my money, rented a venue. Nobody showed up. But I repeated it again. But today now, I travel all over the world and people show up. So you need to know that when it comes to success, you take action. You take some risk. Yinka, let me confirm your balance. Yinka has just balanced is 600,000. Okay, Yinka, your payment has been confirmed. Okay, so Yinka, you are number 4. Your balance has been confirmed. Number 5 has also been confirmed. Number 5 is by the name Opadeji Ibrahim. Opadeji Ibrahim, your number 5. Your payment has been confirmed. Opadeji Ibrahim is number 5. Mohammed, can you kindly take note of these people so that your programmers can just start work on their site? Okay. By the way, I'm open to taking questions. So I tell people, please and please, one of the first things you need to build in the year 2020 is a good name, is good character, is be good. Now, many of you don't know. I mean, a whole lot of people don't even know that this portal business is a Mohammed business, right? I'm just helping him to also help me mentor my own students, whom I think people are always on my neck. They want to start this business, they want to start that business. Oh, Mr. Steve, I have 1 million. What do I do with it? Mr. Steve, I have 2 million. That's the only reason why I do this. But for me to be going out there and endorsing Mohammed and even using my name to promote this portal, product that he has and he's been using to add value to people, is because he has been good. Not only because his product is good, he has been good. And I remember for the last 3 years, anytime I go to Port Harcourt, guess who organized my training? Mohammed. Right? People come for my training, they pay for my training. He will, even his staff, who he pays salary, he will tell them to close their office and then come and start supporting me during my training. And that's what we're talking about, because what you do for others come back to you. When you're good to others, they'll be good to you. And this is sometimes what we miss in the conversation around I want to be successful. right? You cannot, it can't be all about you. It can't be all about, if only me I'm successful. You have to think of how to add value to other people, because that is what business is really about. Okay? Business is about adding value to other people. That's all. It's about adding value to other people. Your ability to look at people and say, this can add value to you. That is what success is about. Any more questions, guys? So this is the price. But like I said, please, for those of you who have made payment, kindly send email, evidence of payment, your full name, email, phone number to richardbees@stephenakintayo.com. Again, richardbees@stephenakintayo.com. The numbers you can follow up on WhatsApp is 090-6110-4000. Again, 090-6110-4000. richardbees@stephenakintayo.com. Okay, don't forget the number to follow is 090-6110-4000. Let me share with you 3 steps that for those of you, can you help me congratulate those who have paid so far? Can you congratulate them? Even if you are not able to pay, still congratulate those who have been able to pay. I have always insisted that when you are happy for other people, you are next in line for good things. I have lived my life in a way where, okay, I always am happy for others. Even when I can't afford something, I make sure that I help people to achieve that. Emmanuel says, how do I get customer? Beautiful question. Let me answer that quickly. Emmanuel, you get customers by doing what we call Facebook paid advert, as well as Instagram adverts. That's how you get customers. Now, we have a product you will be getting for the first 10 people who are making payment. You are going to be getting this product. It's called Facebook, Instagram, Google, and WhatsApp marketing course. It's worth 200,000. Now, this product will help you to know how to do paid advert on Facebook, how to create your business page for this, your Richard Porter, how to then do paid advert. So, for example, I'll give you an idea. If I want to get 100 people to sign up to this, my website, in the next 1 week, I can do that with less than $100. That is what this material will teach you, right? How you can attract, right, 100 customers to do more than 5,000 transactions with you, okay, with as little as $100 or less. So with that, you don't need to, it's not like you are going to people's door and knocking their door. You can use Facebook advert to get customers from all over Nigeria, even when you are not in Nigeria. Most of those we have mentored in this business are not even in Nigeria. Okay? They are not even in Nigeria. Thank you so much, Jesse, Kolo, all of you that are congratulating those who have been able to make payment. I appreciate that, because I always say this often. I realize that there's a culture in Nigeria that has to change. Who knows that culture? It's called the crap mentality. Okay? The crap mentality is a mentality where when somebody is becoming successful, you get jealous, and everything you can do to pull them down, you start doing. But, by saying things that are not true about them. But anything you can say, anything you can do to pull them down, is a witchcraft mentality, and is an African one. Average African will believe the worst of people instead of the best of people. Can I repeat that again? Average African will believes more of the worst of people than the best of people. Let me give you an example. If I come to you now and tell you that Mohammed Adeleke is a thief, your tendency to believe that truly Mohammed Adeleke is a thief, okay, is higher than when I tell you Mohammed Adeleke is a man of integrity. I don't know if you agree with me. If you agree, type I agree. The tendency of an African to believe me when I say Mohammed Adeleke is a young man with integrity is lesser than when I say Mohammed Adeleke is a thief. Once I say it's a thief, say, I know it. When I look at his face, see how dark he is. I knew that guy. Something there's something shady. And guess who put that mentality there? Is the colonial masters, right? Is the slave masters. They made you believe that the typical African is a thief. There's something about him that is just not correct. I remember upon checking yesterday, the customs stopped and were checking my bag, and they saw a check of 1 million. How much is 1 million naira? And immediately they started raising alarm. Before you know it, they are called their colleagues. What's this for? I said, it's a check, for my own company, 1 million. They were already. I said, what's it for? Why is it in your bag? Where is it supposed to be? In my kitchen. But you see, that is part of what they put in our mind. Okay? That you are not supposed to be rich. And that if you are rich, it couldn't have been a legal means. Okay? It's just the way we have been programmed. And until you delete that mindset, you won't go far. You won't go far. You have to believe that there are people of integrity and that you are one of them. How many of you have integrity? Type, I have integrity. If you don't have, don't bother type. Just ignore this message. If you think you have integrity, you're sure you have integrity, can you type, I have integrity? Good. Now, if indeed you have integrity, why do you then feel that the next person doesn't have integrity? Why are you quick to feel that the next person, I'm not sure the person has credibility? Okay? Because if you have integrity, you expect the next person to have integrity. It's just how my life is, right? I always expect the best of people until they prove me wrong. If I've made up one of my New Year resolution, I'm not going to listen to any negative people anybody say about anybody until they prove themselves. Okay? I want people to, if they not prove themselves that they are negative, fine. But as somebody said this person is negative, I'm not going to work on that because I've just seen too many people. Most of the people God has used to change my life were people that the first thing I heard about them were the most absurd thing, the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Only for me to then meet them and realize that they were totally different from what people said. They were not those things that people had said they are. Okay, and that's just the truth about this. So let me do a recap as we shut down for the day. Okay, and big congratulations to those of you. If you want to still play, you have the next 5 million. I'm going to shut down in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Let me just do a recap. What have we shared today? We've been able to share with you a business model where you can build legal income for yourself from anywhere in the world through the phone, right? And it's called the bill payment portal. This bill payment portal allows you to own a portal where your customers will be able to do transactions. How does the portal work? First of all, your customer go to your website, just like the one I've shown, right? Genido.com. They create their account, okay, on that portal. Then your customers upload money on the wallet. They're able to use their debit card or credit card or bank transfer to load their wallet. Once their wallet is loaded, they can then, step 3, carry out the following transaction. Buy airtime, buy data, pay for DSTV or GoTV or StarTime. They can pay for PACN, bills. Any bill in, utility bills, they can do all that on that portal. Step 4, as they do that, you make money. Legitimately, right? You make money. So we've done some data. We said if you're able to use the marketing strategies that we'll teach you, for those of you signing up, the first 10 people, you have access to how to do paid adverts on Facebook to attract customers. So let's say you're able to do that and you got just 2,000. You are not too, skillful. You just got 2,000. And those 2,000 do 10,000 naira transaction, in the first month. You have made what? You've made 10 million that first month. Now, if you're able to do that consistently for the next 12 months, you have done 120 million. Your profit on that alone is 24 million. However, you have three major ways to make money. That's just one way where you're able to make money from each transaction they do on your portal. You also are able to make money from the money vendors pay. So there are some people who can't afford to own a portal. They just want to be vendors under you that have a portal. You can be charging them from 10,000 to 100,000 or more every month, or just charge them 100,000 for entire year, right? But let's say you just charge them 50,000, okay, and you're only able to get 10 people to sign up as vendors under you times 10. That gives you 500,000. In a year, you have made extra 6 million from just the setup. Meanwhile, every transaction these vendors do, you still make money from each of the transactions that they do. Okay, and that's the beauty of this. Step 3, you also make money by helping us to get more people who will set up their portal. And you can charge them as much as 2 million naira, and we won't charge you, more than 1 million. If I will charge you maybe less, and you can make 1 million on each person. So if you're able to only get 2 people to set up their portal, let's say you make 1 million, that's 2 million. 2 million times 12, that's another 24 million that you are able to make. Now, this portal, okay, comes with your own customized domain, is as hosting for a year, okay, and that's the beauty of it. Now you're free to edit your portal and still add other services that you want. You're free to do that, and you have done the breakdown of the profits that you're going to be making per transaction. There are 7 things this portal can do, 7 ways this portal help you to make money. So you can see recharge SME data, you can see bill payment, you can see PACM bills, you can see bulk SMS, you can see voice messaging, and so on and so forth. All this is what the portal can do. How much is the portal? Okay, it's worth more than 3.9 million. But today we're charging just 1.2 million to design it for you. But the first 10 people that will confirm their payment before I'm done with this webinar, you can pay just 600,000. So the next question I'm sure you want to ask is that, what is the guarantee that I will succeed in this? Well, there's no guarantee. The only guarantee is what I've done, okay, which is my own success. That's the only thing I can show you. That this is as far back as 2015. This was how Mohammed got to know me. So as far back as 2015, I've been doing over 100 million in this business. As you can see, that's a single transaction of 30 million from just one single customer. Just one. Okay. Can you see the 30 million? If you can see the 30 million type, I can see the 30 million. But my testimony is not just that I made money, it's that people that I mentored had made money. One of them is Mohammed Adeleke, who last year alone he had done over 140 million last year alone. And this is his bank statement from just one of his bank accounts. He's the CEO of Success Trend. You can check him online. Can you see the 78 million? If you can see the 78 million he made from just one account. Okay, total sales they did in 2019 was over 140 million. So not only have I succeeded in the business, I have mentored several people with evidence. So if we don't have 2 heads, right? I don't have 2 heads. My proteges don't have 2 heads. Without mentorship, definitely you can succeed. You can replicate the same success. And so for those who are interested, you can pay. If you are paying while we're live here, you can pay the 600,000 to like that company 0241217523 GT Bank. Okay, and of course, once you make payment, send the evidence to richardbees@stephenakintayo.com. You can also follow up this number 09061104000. Again, 09061104000. Prince Tunde says the portal can accept up to how many customers? Beautiful question. Unlimited, Prince Tunde. That's also another beautiful thing. This portal can take unlimited customers. There is no limit to the customers you can have. Okay, there is no single limit. to the customers you can have on this portal. And that's probably another exceptional advantage. Let me show you a sample of the portal. This is one of it. This is a sample of how your portal will look like. This one is called genidomobile.com. You can go and register with this if you want to be a vendor. Okay, but the money is in you owning the portal. So what happens once your customer comes to it? If they are new, they click on register. If they are old customer, they click on login. Right? So the new customer click on register. Once they click on register, it brings them here. You collect their name, email, phone number, details, and they are registered. The next step would then be for them to load money on their wallet, upload money to their wallet. Once they upload money to their wallet, they can do any of those services on their own. And as you can see from the website, you're able to make money, do transaction across all this portal. Can you see? And the site is easy for customers to use, and this and many more at the transaction. And we're also giving you a bonus of a mobile app, so they can download the mobile app for some of your customers who want to use that. Again, like we said earlier, you can have as many vendors under you as you like. Okay, you can have as many vendors under you as you like. So these are more the beautiful thing about the business model. Okay, any more questions? I want to say thank you everyone for watching. Remember to follow me across social media at Stephen Akintayo on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. I have a lot of life-changing videos on YouTube. You need to join my YouTube and enjoy life-changing videos that can educate you on several things, right? You can do. Okay, so go online, enjoy amazing stuff, right? That can change your life. Let me see if I have more questions here. And Jaden says, do I need to employ someone who can support me in marketing? You don't need to employ anyone. Marketing is not that difficult. They are training you on how to do it. Okay, so you'll be trained. So you don't need to employ. It's when you start having customers like 20,000 customers, 50,000 customers, at that point you need a staff. Oluwafemi Jato says, can the portal support up to 5 million SMS daily? Yes, it can. Your client can do up to 5 million SMS in a day. Abin Bola says the limit is not the sky, but your mind. I'm a portal owner already, and I know what is going on. Unlimited goodies to enjoy. Wow. Abin Bola Kodri, thank you for that testimony. Thank you, Abin Bola Kodri, for saying that, because people need to know. There are a lot of people who are already doing well in this business. A lot of people are making money already in this business, and it's just an invitation to be one of them. Okay, this is just an invitation to be one of them. So again, thank you all for watching. Happy Sunday. God bless you. It's just 12:05 here in New York. Yes, 12:05 here in New York. I've been enjoying myself because I've enjoyed myself because I'm a bit relaxed from the Nigerian wahala. When I'm in Nigeria, I'm very stressed. Okay, I always say that. So one of the things I love doing, some of you don't know, but let me share this with you. I love visiting big cities and lodging in 5-star, 6-star hotels, and then having a high floor, and I just have pictures like this, including the constructions. There's something called the law of attraction. When I do this, I just keep telling myself, one day you will own this kind of buildings. Okay, one day you will have buildings like this. Okay, it's called law of attraction. You should do it often. I started this years ago. Wow. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. in Dubai. You see, the world is amazing. So I started this when I was a student on campus. Like I told you, my parents were not rich. I was born in Meduguri, so there's just and there's no rich man in my family that could be going to their house or anything. So I remember I'll leave Agowe, come to VI, and then be walking on the street of VI and be saying, one day I will have properties here. One day I will have properties in location. Today we are building estates. Okay, today we're building estates by the grace of God. And it's powerful. Law of attraction. Please do it. These things are not just empty motivation. Go to places when good things are happening. Don't join Africans to do crap mentality. Don't join them to do all this bringing everybody down. Believe that if there is a way for anybody to become rich legally, you will be one of them and you make it legally. And don't regret over your failures. I've failed in almost 20 businesses. There's nothing wrong in failing. Failure is the pathway to wealth and success. It's normal to fail, so stop beating yourself over. That was how I did business the last time. I lost money. I did this one. I lost money. It's normal to fail. Failure is just the road to success. It's just like saying Joseph should become prime minister without becoming a slave. There's no way. The way for him to become prime minister, he needed to be a slave because during slavery, he knows how to treat people better, how to be agriculture, how to manage things in the low level. Okay, it's just the truth, right? It's just how it works. In the prison too, he learned how to handle difficult people. So during famine, he was dealing with very, very difficult people, and he learned how to do that. So the pathway to success is failure. So stop beating yourself. A lot of times I see people chatting with me, saying to me, "You understand? I failed in many businesses." And so what? Right? If we should tell you the failures we've had, some of you will fail. Right? I almost lost 120 million. Okay? And I didn't kill myself over it. Okay, number 6 payment just came in. Fatimoro James wrote to me. Number 6. Fatimoro James wrote to me. Mohammed, kindly take note of number 6 payment. Please, once I shut down now, you will have to pay 1.2 million for if you are interested in us setting up your portal. That is just how it works. But I'm begging you, use the law. Akin says, please, he needs the account detail. Can you help me put the account detail before I shut down, please? Mohammed, can you help me put the account detail because I have to go? Can you help me put the account details? Mohammed, if you can hear me, let me put the account details quickly. But let me see if I can pull it up. But honestly, that's how to go to the top. Some people just write themselves off. I remember years ago when people used to say that they have customers paying them 30 million. I couldn't believe that's possible. I couldn't believe. Right? Today is the reality. You have customers who do transaction 100 million. One customer. And do you know what I noticed? Customers who pay well don't give you a headache. True story. Customers who pay well don't give you a headache. Please do it on Facebook. Somebody is asking on Facebook. Because that's the only person I'm waiting for before I shut down. Customers who pay well don't give you a headache. I never believe a single customer paying 30 million, paying 15 million. Never believe it. It's like it's a story. But you have to find a way to say one day this can be me. I can show my account balance and it's running to hundreds of millions. You have to believe. Whatever you're going to find out, get it. That's the beginning of wealth. That's the beginning of wealth. Okay, I hope you have seen the account. Please, those of you who have paid, go to richardbees@stephenakintayo.com. Send the evidence of payment, your email, phone number. Okay, Richard Bees, your email, phone number, yes, your name, full name, email, phone number, and evidence of payment. Richard Bees at stephenakintayo.com. Richard Bees at stephenakintayo.com is on the screen. You can also go to 090 WhatsApp 09061104000. Again, 09061104000. Again, 09061104000. Ibrahim saying the thin line between success and failure is risk. I believe this investment will yield positively. Wow. I love that. The thin line, please, can everybody type that? And please, these are powerful quotable code. The thin line between success and failure is risk, right? The thin line between success and failure is risk, but it's just a journey you gotta go through. You have to take risk if success is what you desire. I have failed in many businesses, almost 20. In fact, there used to be a time, let me share this story with you guys, it will be funny. I remember when I started selling popcorn. Yeah, by the way, there's hardly a few business I've not done. I've hawk, you know. That's why today there's no story you want to tell me that I don't have probably something worse to share with you. I've hawk electronics on the street as an undergraduate, hawk electronics. I remember when I started selling popcorn at events. So I used to go to Redeem Camp. I don't know that some of you know Redeem Camp. So they do this Holy Ghost service every month. So I'll go to sell popcorn. I had this manual machine. And again, this same concept of social capital. The first time I tried it, I didn't have money. So the only money I had could buy me a bag of corn. So I remember going to the corn seller. I dropped money for one bag. And I told him, if you will trust me, you should give me another extra bag. And I promised him I'm going to pay him. Okay, true story. That I promised him I'm going to pay him. So and the man, funny enough, he agreed. Right? Then I went to the oil lady too. I told her this is where I live. I live in Yalaji and I go, I'm a student. I do this popcorn. If I showed her the corn, I showed her, my machine that I'm going to redeem camp. I need more oil than, I have money for. So I only dropped a token. Then she gave me a larger portion of oil. Same thing I did with sugar. True story. So I remember the first time I went to Redeem Camp to do this popcorn business. So I'll be shouting, buy popcorn, buy popcorn, buy popcorn. I lost 5,000 naira. But I didn't give up. The next Holy Ghost, because every month I went there again. This time around, I lost 3,000. The next one I went, my loss was 1,000. The next Holy Ghost, I made my first profit, 1,000. And I kept at it. But without those experiences of those days, I won't be here. Right? I won't be here. So what you need to know is that there's nothing, and I've been sharing this with some of my students. If 2020 will work for you, stop being afraid of taking risk. Risk is the pathway to success. You have to take some level of risk if you're going to be successful. It's just how it works. You have to take some measure of risk, right? You have to take some measure of risk. Like this one is a risk because I've told you we don't do refund. So it's a risk you're taking, right? You can do, you don't make money. But what if you do it and you make hundreds of millions? It's just how life works. If you don't try, you won't know. You won't know. You just gotta try. But at least I remember sharing this with somebody. I said I'd rather try and fail than not trying at all. Okay, because what story will I share? And I think I built my mind from my father. Because I grew up watching my father analyze risk. And it was the reason why he didn't do many things he could do. We'll just be analyzing how this one, if he tried it, and because of that, he won't try the new one. I remember growing up as a young child, I would just be like, why can't daddy just try it again? That he failed before I was born doesn't mean he will continue to fail. He should just try it. But he would keep telling me stories. And you see, I think everybody in your life, you must have somebody that is motivating you. I always say to people that my father's failure is one of my biggest motivation for success. Because what he went through and how, I just saw that he didn't try enough by my own estimation, made me to vow that it's better to be failing than not trying at all. At least I don't want a life where the story I'll be telling my children, it was in September or so, my kids came here for vacation. So we met together at what's it called? We met together. They were going to the US, so we met at. They joined me in Dubai, and I remember I was looking at the youngest as at that time was my daughter who was 3, and and she was not even 3; she was 3 by November. Tears were almost rolling down my eye. That me that my parents used to go knock on my mother used to go knock on our junior's door to borrow money to send me to school. Me now, my kids go on 2-3 vacations in a year, including US, Dubai. And it just and I owe it to God. I mean, God has been faithful, but the God factor is almost constant for an average African, right? So the one that is not constant for many of us is the risk factor, right? The fact that I just was adamant, I'm going to take this risk. It's better I fail trying than not trying at all. And I let them say, oh, you tried this business, it failed. It failed. Than that, oh, you didn't try. If you had tried, who knows whether you have made it. No, I'm not interested. So you are the one I'm waiting for. I've not confirmed your payment yet. So there are 2 people I'm waiting for before shutting down, because I have Akintayo here, okay, and then I have Olashore, who said the 2 of them said they've paid, but I've not gotten your alert first yet. So I give you 1 more minute. So any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Any more questions? Okay. So find your why. By the way, let me wrap up on this note. Does any one of you have a wife? Why your why? The why you want to be rich. Can you type it? Does anybody have a why? My own why is that I don't want to replicate my father's excuses, right, with my children. It's just my own why. Okay. Of course, my bigger why is that I also want to help the poor, help orphans. I have a vision of sending 1 million kids to school, kids from poor homes before I die, before I go to God. That's why I know I can't die young. I'm going to live to 120. Okay? But the number one why for my own personal finance is that I don't want to give the excuse my father gave me, because every father who is not able to provide for their children, even without the children having the courage. I mean, we grew up in those hard knocks life. They're not born you well to look at your father and say, why are we poor? Your father will beat the life out of you. But what I know is that there's always that subtle explanation as to why things didn't go the way one would have wished. Oluwafemi Olashore, your payment has been confirmed. I hope you are the same as Akintayo. So you are number 7. Olufemi Olashore. Olufemi Olashore, you are number 7. Your payment has been confirmed. So for me, it was that I just don't want to. I remember telling my wife, I said, if there would be any excuse I will give my children, it will be that they will see their father going out every day, doing his best to bring the result. Okay? Malcolm says his own why is that. Now, why is to be financially free and also escape poverty. No, that's not why. There has to be something. That you see, your why is always something you are running away from. Some people is that Orogun. Who knows Orogun? Orogun is like your stepmother, who has told everybody that you will never make it in life. For some people, that's why they really personally want to be successful, because they just don't want that prophecy by their mom, their stepmom, to come to pass. For some people, is like in my own case now, it's my children. I don't want to look at my children in the face, right? And they're looking at me and say, Daddy, what's going on? Why are we broke? Why can't we pay our bills? Excuse me. And I start giving them jam questions. Some people is game. Okay? Don't deceive yourself. Somebody else is one, there's one babe like that. That you know you want to marry. But if you don't get Pepe, you are deceiving yourself. But you must find, because that there has to be something pushing you beyond, okay, that you know that I gotta get this sorted. Like I said, for me, is that I don't want to give my children stories. I want to make sure that even if, God forbid, I'm poor, which God are taking over that one, I can never be poor till I die, even if I stop working today. Structures have been built, system has been built. To God alone be the glory. But when I was starting this journey of building wealth, my goal was I wanted a situation, at least my children, my wife will see me trying. I'm better off trying and failing, and then trying again and failing, and then trying again and failing, than to be known as not having started, not trying, or giving up. Doesn't make any sense. Abimbola says every object remains in a state of rest until a force is acted up, an external force, okay, is acted upon it. Before you succeed, you can succeed. Action must come first. Don't come and watch. Take action. Absolutely, Abimbola. That's powerful, right? So this law is a law of gravity, right? An object remains in a state of rest until a force is applied. So this is just saying that you will remain on the same spot, okay, until you take action. Akintayo, I gotta go. I've not confirmed your payment, but I will take it as number 8. But I gotta go. I've tried. I have other things to do today. Okay, if you're in New York, send me an inbox message. Let's connect. Let's rock New York together. This evening, 5 p.m., I'm having the Real Estate Masterclass New York, and it's going to focus on how to build wealth in the real estate sector here in the US. I'm tired of seeing Africans in the US, okay, struggle to build wealth. I'm tired of seeing complain excuses. This is why, this is what happened. I'm tired. $10 an hour, $20 an hour. You can be wealthy. You can afford to go on vacation. Can you imagine some people have been in this US, okay, for the last 10 years, and they've never even come on vacation before? Can you imagine? Right? Some have not even had time to do just mini tour of Manhattan, and they're in New York. Okay, what kind of life is that? What kind of life is that? Okay, so I have been, and these opportunities are there, staring at you at the face. Staring at you at the face. They're there. Rashid Tech says, can I do part payment of the money? Rashid Tech, yes, you can, but it will bring the total to 700,000. So you can deposit part of the 700,000. Because anybody chatting us after today will have to pay 1.2 million. That is the value we are giving it for today. So if you want to do part payment, you can pay the same amount as those who have done full payment. We'll add extra 100,000 since you are splitting the payment, and you have 30 days after today to balance. So are you interested in that? Because I gotta go, right? Rashitek, I gotta go. I have a lot to do, right? I have a lot to do. My day is loaded. So Rashitek, confirm if you want to do that. so that I can confirm you. Okay, so if you're doing a payment, it brings you for you for that. Francis Zion says, sir, please, my name. What's the name of the business you're talking about? I'm just joining. Francis, I advise you to go and watch it from the beginning. Okay, go and watch it from the beginning. Okay, good. So you are number 9, Rashid Tech. You are number 9. So I have one more to go, guys. So let me just take the last person, Rashid Tech. Okay, Adeleke, I have not confirmed your payment, but you are number 8. Okay, because I know you can't be lying over that you've already paid. So just one more slot left before we go, guys. So even if you are ready to pay the 600,000, once you are not among these 10 people, you just have to pay 1.2. I'm sorry, you can only do 1.2 for 600,000 because this is business. Mohammed too has to make money. If you are changing people's lives, you also earn something doing it. Not that you are helping people start a business too, and there's nothing in it for you. It doesn't work. It's called win-win. Life is supposed to be win-win. I'm successful, you're successful. I'm making it, you're making it. Okay, so love you all. I want to say thank you to everybody who has watched. I gotta go. I really appreciate you all for watching. Remember, follow me across social media handle at Stephen Akintayo, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And then at Stephen Akintayo TV on Facebook and on LinkedIn. Okay, you guys have been a fantastic audience. And once again, congratulations to these 10 people who were able to take action today. You were not talkers, you are action takers. Congratulations. I love you all. And God bless you. You want to say bye-bye, Mohammed? Mohammed, do you want to say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. I don't know what happened to your audio. We couldn't hear you well, but either way, you made me do the webinar alone. But thank you for at least giving all the support from the back end. So enjoy the rest of your vacation in Dubai. God bless you all and wonderful. Ali, you say you need the account details, just joining. Can you quickly post the account detail before we go? Mohammed, can you quickly post the account detail on Facebook before we go for Aliyu? Aliyu will be the number 10 person. Aliyu is number 10 person. Aliyu number 10. Aliyu is 10 person. So we're done for the day. So can you post the account detail before we go for Aliyu? Aliyu, you are the number 10 person. Okay, so I'm noting that. So Mohammed, I'm waiting for you. Post the account detail for Aliyu. So Aliyu, that's the account detail. It's been posted. Go ahead and do your transfer. You are noted as number 10 person. Remember, for the rest of you, feel free to call. If you got value, can you type I got value, I got value, I got value? If you got value from today's class, can you type I got value, I got value, I got value? Can you type I got value, I got value, I got value? Come on, guys, talk to me. Remember, you can WhatsApp the number attached. Okay, so send a WhatsApp message to the number attached, and that number is 096 1110 4000 090 6110 4000 090 6110 4000. I'll also it's being posted again 090 6110 4000, or you can do an email to richardbees@stephenakintayo.com. Can you help me paste the phone number and the email alone on Facebook, please? Mohammed, kindly do that. Okay, beautiful. So Richard Bees at stevenakintayo.com and 09061104000 is the number you can follow up whether you did transaction. If I'm not able to confirm it, just call that number. Please, only this number is the number to follow up with. Please, no other number. Just this number and this email are the number in charge of this particular business model. I'm into several businesses and I really have issues when people begin to contact me for issues that are not related to a particular number. So please, my WhatsApp number is only for real estate only, and then maybe training. Very important, please. Love you all, and God bless you all. Sign out. I remain Stephen Akintayo, Africa's most sought after investment coach, live from New York City. I love you all. Blessings. Happy Sunday.